welcome to Nonek Nonsense, a show where audition season is quickly becoming the thief of joy. I am Kat Gold.
I am Michael Matadomini. Thanks for reminding me. I literally have an audition on Monday and I forgot about it. And now
Oops.
the anxiety kicks in. Here we are.
Here we are. It's been a few weeks since we've been able to record in person.
We've been busy. We've been away. When one
hmm
person is ready, the other person has some bullshit that pops up, and vice versa. And here we are.
We also have a 3-hour time difference between us now.
So you're welcome, bitches, that we get this shit done for you. You're welcome.
What a
We
time.
care.
What a time to be alive. Yeah. Um,
hmm
yeah, no. I'm glad to see your handsome face.
Oh, thanks. Did you miss
Yeah.
me last week? You missed me last week.
I did. It just it felt like I had blue balls, you know? You
Blue
weren't
ball
there.
everyone.
As
Oh
great as Garrett is, and I love Garrett to pieces, it was very sad to not have you there, but
yeah, when you sent me over the final draft and you were like, "This is Cat Gold and Michael's not here this week," I was like, "Damn, that hit hard, bro."
yeah. Sorry folks, but when you have the opportunity to interview someone who's literally in the hottest show in New York City at the moment, you gotta you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
As you should, but don't worry, South Florida, the Mikesters back. All right.
Yes. And let me just say, this is episode 20. So we only have five after this one, five more episodes left of the season.
Oh my God, five more episodes. Okay, so let's do the rundown real quick for y'all because I know you're like, what? The end of the season? When is my favorite podcast that only releases on Mondays gonna come back? So what's going on is we have some guests planned to round out the season,
hmm
and then we have an award show that we're gonna
hmm
put together for the non-ec nonsense. I don't know what the fuck we want to call it, but like we can have like a most equity moment or like the most non-egg moment.
Yeah, the
Um,
most moment.
we're gonna give out awards, and it'll be posted all over the Instagram. We'll have you be able to vote. I think that would be fun as to what your favorite moments were, and then those golden eggs will be sent out.
Don't
I'll
don't bring
I'll
up the
find a way
golden
to send
eggs.
out golden eggs to people
It-
and get that
yes,
taken
it'll
care
it'll be a spray painted golden Easter egg.
And you know who's not going to get a golden egg because he didn't even give us a shot this season? Michael Ursua. I know you're listening. Okay,
No golden egg for you.
you get no golden egg. That's just if you sat down with us just for an hour of your busy schedule, and I know you want to like pass away at the moment because of your double duty, but listen, buddy, it's just an hour. That's all we ask. I'll gallop extra hard for you in rehearsal if you do it. So just, let's let's get that done.
Oh my
Speaking of
God.
rehearsal and
hmm
performing, Kat, what have you been up to?
Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so Michael, I've been doing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory over at Arizona Broadway, which is why we have this 3-hour time difference. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we are about to close up week 3 of the run. We got a few more weeks. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Michael, when I say that this is the most technical show I've ever done, not even an exaggeration. There were moments, so we had a 6-day tech process where we were doing 12-hour days. And I literally thought, I was like, this show will never open. This is impossible. You can dump $1 million+ into this production, and it's just too crazy. We made it happen. I don't know how. It was a monster.
I've seen the
Um,
pictures from it. It looks stunning. Like all the technical aspects are like, yeah, but like just everything together, like as a whole, the production looks awesome. So
I
listen,
mean,
love you. You're my future wife. I'm not flying out to Arizona to go see it, but it looks great.
yeah, no, 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 no. I get that. I get that. No, it's stunning, but from spoilers, it shouldn't be a spoiler. This show was on Broadway like a minute ago. Um,
Yeah, what's
fun
wrong with you? If you
fact,
don't know Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, what are you
we're,
doing?
we're, we're concerned. Also, like fun fact, because we were talking about Michael Ursua. Michael Ursua's nephew was Charlie Bucket in the Broadway production. Ryan So.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
oh
yeah.
shit. That's cool.
Yeah, and his niece was in Doubtfire on Broadway.
What is going on with that bloodline over there? What is
Good genetics.
very
Good.
good genetic? Oh my
Clearly.
God. You know what? We're gonna promote you, Michael, since we know that you're listening and you come up to me during rehearsal and you're like, who's the next pod? When's the next pod? Blah blah blah. Also, I'm gonna throw him under the bus real quick. Kat, I go up the stairs in Hello Dolly, and he asked me if I was gonna cat gold myself today and fall down the stairs. That conversation did. Just
Michael? Michael Ursua. What did I do to deserve that comment?
it made my whole day. Oh, I'm so
I
sorry for doing that
cannot
to
be a
you.
verb now.
She got turned into a verb. You can't gold yourself. No. So, honestly, Kat,
I'm fading away.
no, but here's the thing. I've made fun of you so much for that it might like karma this 2 years later, karma might finally bite me in the ass. Like I have a feeling that one night the theater god himself will strike
Yeah,
upon you,
Thespis will strike you down.
and
Um,
I will go flying down those bitches. But who knows?
I,
But yes,
I'm
that
never
did
gonna
get
recover from that comment.
you know? uh,
Jesus
but getting back
Christ.
to getting back to what I was saying. Yeah, I when I first met Michael, I love how we're doing a podcast about him. He's not even on the fucking thing yet. But when I first met him, like I knew of him because I worked at M&M for that
Mm-hmm.
season where he directed Sister Act, and I love Sister Act. What he did with it made me want to do the show myself. But when he put out the casting notice for 42nd Street, that's when I really got to know him. But I didn't know that like he performed first. I thought he was like just a director. The
Didn't
dude's voice, Cat. Like I found his YouTube channel and I watched like his videos on his YouTube, and I was like, "Yo, everybody gotta listen to this." This is Lily's
no
eyes. Oh my god, my I've never had goosebumps. I had goosebumps for my goosebumps, like on that thing. So
I get it. I get it. I mean, I did Lacage with him for 3 months in Arizona. Like,
yeah.
like that was our first show. Like, I think yeah, that was our first show, like, where we, like, were together, like, as performers. And, like, yeah, no, I got to sing with him. I got to do duets with him.
That's what I want. Like the tenor boy in me, the tenor one in me is like this
Yeah,
needs to get like this needs to happen. I don't care what we sang. I don't care. But I'm like a little bit jealous that you get to
yeah,
sing with
no,
him.
yeah, no. Anyway, so yeah, no. So I've been doing Charlie, and this show, I like it's being received very well. Audiences go crazy for it. I wish I wish we could have recordings of it, because when the Oompa Loompas come out, the eruption in the audience is bonkers, because we had the Broadway Oompa Loompas. We're not supposed to
Mm.
like take any photos of it, but like if you search up like the original Broadway production, you can see what they look like. But they were built like like Jim Henson, like they had the Jim Henson tags in them, and they're
Oh,
the wildest puppeteered bodies. They are high key terrifying on stage when they come at you. Um, but like from the Oompas to like my kid, I'm playing Mrs. Gloop. My kid falling into like the chocolate river. Um, like the inflated violet that we have, the tear apart Veruca body, like
Mm.
we have the glass elevator in the show. Um, it's just and then Vidiots is like I feel like the magnum opus of the show where we have like the multiple screens, like the TV that with the screen images that you can reach into and grab like chocolate bar and Mike TV and stuff. Like
Yeah, that's so cool.
it's wild.
Hmm.
I mean, it's I'm having so much fun. I will say like it's hard because like I get shot out of the cannon because like I'm not in any. Let me just say I've got like the biggest princess track in this show. Like, you think I wasn't doing much in Guys and Dolls? I'm doing very little in this show. Let me. I am robbing ABT. No, but no. But I'm not like in any of the openings. So like all the golden ticket winners and like the parents, we don't do anything in the show until we come out when we our kids won.
Mm.
So like
It's a hot minute.
20 minutes or something like has passed in the show, and then we come out, we've done nothing, we're still getting into makeup and costume, and we go out and it's like boom, like you go out running, and like from then on, once you get to the factory until your kid croaks, it's just like never ending, like chaos the whole time. I mean,
Wait.
it's a time, it's a time.
Chorus line felt like I got shot out of a cannon, and then but the cannon was placed 50 feet away from a really strong brick wall that will stop the cannon shot. So you feel like the gusto of getting fired out of something very quickly, and then you hit the wall. It's like boom, smack the wall. Oh, okay, he's done. That's, that was fun.
Oh my gosh.
I
So,
okay.
what have you
Talking
been up
about
to?
Chocolate Factory real
Oh,
quick though, because I love that movie.
yeah.
Did you enjoy the Johnny Depp version of it that came out in like 2005?
Okay. Okay. So, let me give a little precursor to my situation with that movie. Um, the first play I ever did was the play version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Playing Mrs. Gloop. I wish I had photos of it because the fact that I'm doing it again, I don't know how
Ah,
many years later, makes me laugh. And guess
God damn
what? I'm still not the appropriate age for it. But but so that came out, I'd say a year before I did the play.
it. Mm-hmm.
So when I did the play, that was what was on everyone's mind. That was like what our costumes were based off of. Like that's so like was it my favorite? Naur. I think the Gene Wilder version is like far better.
100%.
But I love the cinematography, and
Yes.
I love like Danny Elfman's music for it.
Agreed. Yeah. No, gorgeous music.
Yeah, but that's only because like I'm like an Oingo Boingo fan, so it felt like a
No.
concept album from Oingo Boingo. So that's not. I don't know if that's a really good reason to like it.
Look, it's definitely second to Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka because that will never be beat. But I saw like the advertisement for Timothy Chalamet's Wonka, and I was like, "There's absolutely no way in fucking hell that I'm gonna go ahead and watch that." So I just might as well go back and appreciate the Johnny Depp one for being the newest in quotations iteration of that universe. You know?
I'm gonna watch it. I feel like I should now that I'm like living in Wonka land. I mean,
Why
like
not?
everything around me is like Wonka chaos. I mean, like literally, like everything I do is somehow related to this goddamn show. I
Do
walk
they
out
have
into
like
the
candy
lobby.
backstage? Do they have
No,
candy
but
backstage?
no, but we have like candy. We have like a can. So like our theater partnered with a chocolate company, a local chocolate company. So instead of like the Wonka bars, we have the Charlie bar. And so like they're customized to Arizona Broadway and our theater. So they have like custom made chocolate bars available and they have like a candy bar available every single day.
Wow.
So people can load up, like not only is it a dinner theater, but like people can load up on candy, buy their like custom candy bar, get their whole yada. They have like themed drinks in the lobby, like so you can get like your like chocolate martinis or like a blueberry gin fizz and like all this stuff. So that's themed to the show that
The
also
Arizona
has
dessert,
candy. What?
the Arizona Dessert Theater.
Basically like all like the entire theater like is covered in like chocolate bars, lollipops, giant mushrooms light up trees, like gumballs everywhere.
That's sick.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool as hell, but it's like literally it's like everywhere.
If I was in that show, who do you think I would be cast as?
Oh, I'd say Mr. Salt.
Mr. Salt. Hmm.
You'd be
That's a
doing
good pick.
Mr. Salt. You'd be doing when Veruca says da 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 da. I think you'd be very funny, Mr. Salt. Um,
People would be like, "He's too young to play that part." Yeah, and I'd be like, "Sorry, I don't, I don't know what to tell you."
no, the costuming here is because we have like the rental stuff. Like
Mm.
you wouldn't have. They would have wigged you up. They would have done everything, so you wouldn't have had to worry.
Would have been
Don't
okay.
worry. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so enough about my nonsense. What have you been up to these last few weeks?
Well, I
Mm-hmm.
stepped in after Sister Act closed. Michael reached out to me and was like, "Hey, can you be on crew for Memphis, the
Mm-hmm.
musical?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I had free time. It was my month off in between shows, and I was like, why not? Just I've never seen Memphis before. I've never heard the music. Sorry in advance to people who enjoy that show. I now enjoy the show. But I walked in day one, and day one was their week two. And they handed me this tracking sheet. And keep in mind, I've never worked backstage in my life. I have so much respect for the people that do prior to getting this, but now even more so because I talk about getting shot out of a cannon. They were like, "Hey, can you come in at 12? You'll learn it. The show's at 2." And I was like, da ba da ba ba da. Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Got it done. And then it was smooth sailing from there. Like once I got the paper out of my hands, because I had my scene change paper in my hands, like basically the first
Mm-hmm.
4 shows. Um, it was smooth sailing. It was a great process. Backstage crew was awesome. Shout out to Suzanne Dunn for everything she does back there. And it was awesome watching the show every night. I wish I saw it out from the audience first because it was like very special.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy watching it for the rest of the run. So I did that. And then I had my 2 weeks off, which weren't really 2 weeks off. It was just like going to work, coming home, sleeping, going to work, coming home, sleeping. But um,
Yeah.
and then I started Dolly on Monday. Um,
Mm-hmm.
very
How's that
talented cast.
going?
Yeah, it's going great. All of Act One is basically done, and we're on going into day 4. Um, and we've started Act Two already. All the music's done. I think it's cast very, very well. Um, the dancing is a lot of fun. My thighs were a little sore the other day when I went into work. I went to rehearsal and then I went to work, and I got out of my car and I had to like pull myself out of my car a little bit. Like I was like, I turned my legs out and I got up and I went, "Ugh." My fucking thighs hurt. And my student was walking in at the same time. And this was the same student that during 42nd Street was like, "Why are you bow legged?" Because my shins hurt. And she goes, "Oh, you're doing another dancing show, aren't you?" And I was like, "Okay, get in the leave me alone." But no, Dolly's been a lot of fun. Found out today that I'm the judge in
Hmm.
the final scene there. So, um, no, it's great. Everything's going smooth sailing.
Yeah.
And God bless the 42nd Street people for doing double duty at the malts and driving from Fort Lauderdale to Jupiter every day because that's stupid.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Big yikes. I mean, like, get that paycheck, but also like, yikes. What a
Yeah, get
drive.
your bread up, but go to bed as well.
Oh my goodness. No.
So you booked a couple of things after Willy Wonka. Can you talk about them? Did I
I
just
think I
throw you
can
under the
talk. No, no, no. I can talk about them because like the way that they do um contracts at the theater, they don't do the contracts until like basically like right before you arrive. But
Mhm.
it wasn't an issue last time, so I guess I can say I haven't like, publicly announced it on my social media yet. So only the people that listen to the podcast will know this information because I'm not like dropping like a photo or like whatever. So you're the exclusive few. I'm gonna be back in Rhode Island at Theater by the Sea this summer. I'll be I kind of mentioned it. I did say that I was gonna be at Theater by the Sea last episode, but
But
yeah,
now we're
no,
gonna find doing what?
so I'm gonna be in Sound of Music playing Sister Bertha and then understudying Mother Abbess. And then I'll be doing 42nd Street as Maggie Jones.
Have fun. You have a princess track in that show. You have like built-in laugh lines. You're not dancing a crazy amount. Um, yeah, no, you called me the other day and you were like, "What is this track?" And I went through like the whole thing and I was like, "You're not in that. You're not in that. You're in that. You're not in that. You're not in that." And I was like, "Oh, you're fine." As long as
Yeah.
you're not doing stupid quick changes, you're good because that show, Jesus Christ. I don't know what the Dolly quick changes look like yet, but the 42nd Street was definitely the worst quick change wise for the
Yeah.
shows that was awful. I was terrified every night that I was going to miss it. So I'll tell a story. So once we got done with 42nd Street last year when I did it with ACM, we went to, I did Mary Poppins at Slow Burn immediately. Like I had that Monday off and then we started the next day. And we started, going throughout the process, blah, blah, blah. And then we got into tech and quick change rehearsal. And there was this big quick change for Jolly Holiday, where we had to go into our normal street clothes into the Jolly Holiday clothing. And they were like, "It's gonna be quick." And I was like, "It can't be that bad." Right. And they were like, "Yeah, no, it's very fast. We're gonna get done, blah blah blah, this and that." And I was still in like 42nd Street mode to the point where I was really good at ripping off clothes. Like I was
Hmm.
like airing bitches to get it off, right? And the first time we ran through it, I was like a machine. Like I went, boom, 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 like everything came off and I ran. I've never been so early to a quick change in my life. Like I was like, "Oh, this was the fast one? Oh, we're fine." Because I was used to like 20 seconds, turn around,
Yeah, yeah,
run,
yeah.
go. That one was like a minute and 10 seconds. And I was like, "Girl, I could go home. I could drive back to Wellington and chill out, have a snack, come back, put my feet up, and then go back on stage." That's it. It's for
Yeah.
shows like 42nd Street, you'll be like, "Oh, I understand now. It'll be good."
I don't think I've other than Hedwig, and I've talked about that one. I really haven't had any like crazy like quick change stuff in a while. Maybe I think when I did like the Who's Tommy, I had like a lot of costumes in that. So it was like pretty
Yeah.
quick, like turn around for all those group members. But like Nar, 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 nar.
What is the Naur? What is that? I know it's no, but like,
Yeah,
why? Because
it's
you
just
did it once and I let it slide. I was like,
it's the
all right.
Australian nar or nar.
Why did that start?
I don't know. I feel like half of this cast is doing Arnar, and I'm trying to think what are the other phrases? We're doing a lot of cuckoo bananas. We're
Cuckoo.
often talking about this show as being cuckoo bananas. Um, but yeah, that's I think it's so funny whenever you like go on a contract and like everyone starts using the same isms.
See, now I wish I could relate, but like, Mermaid was the only time where there was like an ism
Hmm.
going on. But the ism was only between Nate Bronco, Ryan Kraut, and I.
Yeah, the chaotic three,
The chaotic three, yes, that would be
the
it. Wow, that
unholy trinity.
they're reuniting for SpongeBob. So,
I'm terrified.
um, but there was this one time, and it was stupid. And I'm not gonna say the one version because that's raunchy, but there was Nate went to Fat Cats and ordered a side of tater tots because the tater tots at Fat Cats, like, wow, they're good,
Hmm.
right? So he orders them and he picks them up and he doesn't eat them there because I think we were in tech or we were in something and we were definitely in the theater space, like we weren't in the rehearsal room anymore. And Nate gets back and he's like, I got tater tots, and all the boys are like, yeah, because of course, like just stupid boy humor. And he opens them up and they are so wet and soggy, like gross, just terrible, textured tater tots. And he just exclaimed, "Ah, oh, soggy!" And that right there was like the word of the run. Like between Ryan Kraut and Nate and I, it was a constant like soggy became like yes, soggy became no, soggy became how are you, dude? Good to see you. Like soggy became like an ism from like literally everything to the point where we would only communicate in soggy, and it doesn't make
Yikes.
sense at all. And it's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever done in my life. But even like during bows, like Nate would have this big huzzah bow because he's Prince Eric and he'd walk down the stairs with Ariel. And I would give it to him every night. Well, first off, I'd be like, that's my boy. I'm so proud of you, blah, 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 whatever. But I would just, sorry. He's coming down the stairs with Ariel. Oh my God. The Soggy Unholy Trio will be back very soon. We got like a month, and then that trio will be back in full force.
Terror. Terror. I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like if it's not like an ism that like everyone starts picking up, it's like lines from shows. We actually have a sing along every night in the green room, which is not like intentional. It just has occurred. It started with one person and now it's like everyone joins into this nonsense
I
singing
bet that one feels so cool though. It's like I started.
is our Mr. Salt, played by Miss Kyle. They started doing the most dramatic like opera version of To See the View from Here,
Mm.
and then we all started mimicking the we're such assholes. We started mimicking the Charlies because it's just
Okay.
no, it's because like there's like super dramatic opera voice and then like child voice. Also, some of the lyrics in that song are just very weird. Like all of a
Yes.
sudden, like Willy Wonka gets like a little bit religious, where he's like, "Oh, it is a gift from God," and it's like, "What?" And
Are
then
you sure
like,
about that?
and then like the kids are like, "That one's Mars and Mr. Wonka." It's so
Oh
there's like
fuck.
some weird lyrics in the songs. Like that's so we like for the last verse, we're just like singing it at the top. Like I'm shocked that the audience doesn't hear this because the green room is like maybe like a hallway away from like the backstage space. So we're just like screaming, singing at the top of our lungs. If we're not doing it with that song, we're doing it with the song Vidiots.
Oh, okay. Too well timed.
I
They're
mean,
good songs too.
the first lyric of Idiots is alas, alas, poor Mike TV for OMG, he's ADD. How can you not want to see?
Yep. That would make me blow my brains out. Like I would lose my fucking marbles. Okay.
That song is a bop.
It is.
And like
Now,
the little Oompas are like doing the Cabbage Patch like on stage to it. It's quite a time.
quick question. How old are the Oompa Loompas?
They're adults. They're like regular actors.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not, it's not like children playing the part. The only
Okay.
child in the show is Charlie. And that's, they kind of purposely keep it that way because the children, unlike, the movies, we're alluding pretty hard to their deaths. And it's not funny to watch children die, but it is funny to watch adults dressed up as children die.
That's true. That's very true. You know what? I think for first off, I think that's brilliant. Um, Not even just from like a whatever from like a comedic standpoint. That's
Mm-hmm.
brilliant. Because like you said, you don't want to see children get hurt. You never want to see children get hurt. But when adults that act like children get hurt, like I'm still that way. If someone trips and falls, I will laugh at you and then I'll ask if you're okay. Because just people falling or like getting hurt, like in general, I kind
Yeah.
of. But I only want to see that happen to older people. I don't want to see that happen to a kid because that's like sad. Like, I don't want
Yeah,
to see
no,
that.
that's like we have this section in the show called the Invisible Corridor. And basically it's like there's nothing on stage. That's the best part. Nothing on stage, everything is pantomimed where the Willy Wonka and like all the kids and their parents are going through this maze of deadly traps. So there's like a lagoon with sticky toffee pudding and then like marshmallows that you have to jump on. And then there's a wind tunnel. And then the next section is Fry Pan Alley, where these swinging frying pans are coming at you, and then like you have to ring the gong, like you have to hit the gong, and then you're done. That's how you get
Who
through
was
the
on
maze.
meth? Who was on meth when they wrote that part of the show? It's all pantomime, but hey, we're gonna have some swinging flying pans coming at you.
Let me just also say your friend did the music for this show. Let's just be very clear.
Wait, who did the music?
Mark Shaman.
I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about the blocking. Okay, let's be 100% very clear. Mark Shaman, you're a god amongst men, but what the hell is with the frying pans? Like, slightly confusing.
but so it's a very funny sequence where you see Willy Wonka like talking you through the thing, and you hear all the sound effects of like the marshmallows like popping and like the sticky toffee like if you fall off the path, and then like the wind tunnel, and then you hear the boom boom as like as you because you're supposed to duck walk through Fry Pan Alley, whatever. Um, but the best part is it's like we have an adult playing Mike TV, right? It's funny. He's only like a little bit taller than like our Charlie. He's it like no like all except for Augustus, all the kids are like they look like children. My
Yeah.
kid does not. My kid is like almost a foot taller than me.
But
I'm like
that works. Like,
it's
if
honestly very funny
Augustus, that
because
works.
Augustus is supposed to be like the youngest one. Augustus is supposed to be 9, and he's like so much taller than me. And of course, I'm in flats in the show, so it's like very comedic.
So
And like
Cat's 4'3" and Augustus.
I am not 4'3". Thank you very much. Anyway, I am 5'4", 5'5", basically. I hate her. Anyway, so no, but our Mike TV has to walk through and is like smacking. He gets hit by like walks into the doorway. Of course, this is all pantomime, so you can't see anything. So it's all physical comedy. It's so funny,
No.
but like gets whacked by each of the frying pans, and then like gets hit. Is he takes the mallet and like goes to hit the gong, but he can't see the gong. He ends up hitting the horse. The horse kicks him in the junk. He's knocked to the ground. It's like there's so many
Comedy.
like comedy.
Comedy.
You know, so it's very fun to watch like the adults get maimed. Viverka's body gets torn apart limb from limb. It's quite funny. It was a kid,
She's
you can do that. No, but our Oompa
she's
Loompa is like, because you want like the effect. So what they did on Broadway, and if I can find a photo from the Broadway production, I'll put that in because we can't do it from our production. I guess per our rental agreement. Um, you have your full size actors, you know, like average size actors. They are in like it's not quite black light, but they're all in black attire from like shoe all the way up to their neck. Black
hmm
attire. They have these gloves. The front side is white and the back side is black.
hmm
Now the Oompa Loompas are all white. They're made by the Jim Henson workshop, whatever, their company. They are puppets. So like they have like full blown animatronic, like not animatronics, I mean like armature. They have armature
hmm
inside the bodies, right? So
Right.
they have working like shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and like their feet kind of thing. And what they do is they attach around the performer's head.
hmm
So it goes around their neck kind of thing. So it's their human head, and we've got the green wigs for them and the little white body. And so the performers are wearing like knee pads and they're on their knees
Right.
performing.
hmm
So it has the height of like the Oompa Loompas. And the way they light it, they try to light like the lower half of the stage darker than like the upper half where like the rest of us are standing.
hmm
So you really only see their bodies and their heads. And when they're all moving on stage, it is quite terrifying. And like every once in a while, they'll like snap at the kids. The kids will like try to poke them and like
Fuck no, you're gonna hit in the
little,
face.
they're like little feral little Oompa Loompas. But
Oh,
yeah,
gross.
no, but I feel so this ensemble in this show, they are doing act two on their knees from beginning to end,
hmm
dancing on their knees. Couldn't be me.
Lord Farquaad style.
Literally, but like less shock absorbers. Like Lord Farquaad has more like shock absorbers on the knees. These are just like these are like standard like knee pad kind of things.
hmm
It's a rough track for them.
Yeah.
I, I mean, granted, they do have like downtime during the scenes, but like every kid that croaks has an Oompa Loompa number.
That's
So
what? That's how many kids? One, two, three, four.
four,
It's like what, 4 or 5 Oompa Loompa numbers?
four,
Four. Yeah. That's
four,
crazy.
and yeah, they're not like some of them are shorter. Like Violet's is shorter, um, but some of them are rough. Like
That's
Vidiots, and Vita St. Augustus Gloop are rough. They are
hmm
on stage for the whole time. Vidiots is probably the hardest one because that's like a long number, and they are doing like a lot of formations and a lot of choreo on those poor little knees. Yeah.
God bless them. I know that we're. I think we got knee pads in today. They came in from Amazon or
Oh
something
yeah.
like that. So we're ready for. I don't think we're going to be doing the gallop tomorrow just because it's our last day of the week. But the gallop is definitely happening next week,
Hmm.
and we're all like, here we go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because even today during the number Hello Dolly, like the front row, because it's split into two rows, like a
Hmm.
downstage and an upstage row. The downstage row gets half of them get down on their knee for Dolly when she says, "Find me,
Yeah.
me," like that. And my castmate Larry Toiter, he went to go down on his knee, and they were already precautionary, like, "Hey, let's be careful. This is a hard surface because we're not at the LPAC. We're at an offsite location rehearsing."
Hmm.
They go, "This the floor is like really hard. Be careful." And they all went, "You got it." And Larry went down to go on his knee, and he hit his knee so hard that he literally bounced back up. We were all like, "Larry." And thank God he was okay, and he played it off. But I was feeling for him in that back row, like, because I used to have knee issues, and I was like, that sucks. You don't want your knees going out.
Yeah, no. Can I just say that I'm shocked that some of these we're going hiking on Monday with the cast, right? For our Hannah, who plays our Veruca Salt, her birthday is on Monday. So we're like, oh, dark day, we're gonna go to Sedona, we're gonna go hiking, we're gonna go do Devil's Bridge. But this is the fact that
Have
these
the
kids are
Oompa
gonna
Loompa. Hear me out. Have the Oompa Loompas hike the trail in costume. Have them.
no, but people that do the Oompa tracks are gonna be hiking, and I'm like, y'all are brave.
No.
After
Politely,
the amount of
happy
knee
birthday.
injuries.
Yeah, politely, happy birthday. Here's a card. Here's a cake. I'll light a candle for you. I'm not going
Oh,
hiking.
I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. But
No.
yeah, no.
So
The
that's on your
knees.
Monday will be a busy day for the both of us. You'll be hiking. I have
Uh-huh.
Dolly and my slow burn audition. Very excited about it.
Fun.
Going to see prom tomorrow. Shout out to all my friends that opened the
Yes.
prom. Very excited.
There's quite a few
Um,
shows open right now. What else is open right now?
Cabaret opened up.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Hogan and Nate Promkel. Shout out to the 42nd Street crew at the Maltz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the prom at Slow Burn. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. Carousel is closing. That was a great
Mm-hmm.
show. Saw for the preview. Fantastic job. I've never seen Carousel before. Jesus Christ, that was fucking depressing. Um,
Yep.
you know, so there's a lot of theater going on in South Florida as we're closing up our
Yeah.
season. My second professional season. What a blast!
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think I'd be alive coming in.
Dang, way to bring
Boys,
down the mood.
boys tired, but no, grateful. Great season for both of us. We had a lot of non-X stories. I mean, we still have 5 more episodes of season 1, but we've had a lot of good stuff.
Oh yeah. Knowing how this show is going so far, which is going great, but it's 8 shows a week for a few more weeks with such a technical show. I'll probably have more Nonic nonsense to talk.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the Dolly is shaping up to be very special, but there's gonna be something. So,
Yeah.
you know, there always is. Maybe I'll fall down the stairs. Maybe I'll try to get sucked into the earth this time around on the Lauderhill stage. Who knows?
It's meant to be. Everyone you're supposed to fall on the Lauderhill stage, and Ursua, just know that I'm gonna haunt you forever because of that comment.
Shout out Michael Ursua. You better be on for
Mm-hmm.
season 2. We gave you a break for these first, couple of episodes, and actually the first 25 episodes of season 1. We gave you a break. We didn't give you a break,
Let me just
but
say, we didn't get canceled in season 1.
no, we did not. Not so far. We got a couple episodes, girl. Don't try to. I'm knocking on wood. Hell
Oh
no.
yeah.
Hell no.
But let
We're
me just say
sharing love.
the fact that this is episode 20 and we still have not gotten canceled. Go
Yeah, I think
us.
go us. First off, we need a fucking cake and some candles for our anniversary with this goddamn bullshit. But you know, this started as just like a little like, do you want to do a podcast? And I was like, I don't. Yeah, sure, I guess. And it turned into something that's a lot of fun. So glad we
Yeah.
did it. Glad we haven't gotten canceled, and glad we're popular enough to have a season 2, because people could just be like, this is fucking stupid, guys. We could be like, all right, I'm bowing out after 25 episodes, but no, we'll be back.
Listen, we are this is stupid, but like also sometimes people listen to us. I don't know. They watch the
Maybe
nonsense.
they join in on the nonsense. Every time I hear non-ec nonsense out in the wild, I'm like, ah. I just do like a little head nod.
Oh yes, we're becoming part of the cultural zeitgeist in the theater community.
All right. Well, this was just like a little episode to catch up, say hello, because we've been out and busy, and it's not going to be full form length. So I'm sorry to disappoint whoever was expecting an hour long. I know there's a couple of people that do, but girl, we tired. We need to go relax. We
Yeah,
need to.
we're tired, and mommy edits these in between shows, and like this is I I think I will say I think when we started this, we were both not really in shows. We were like on a pause. We were like in between stuff. So we were
Yep.
like, oh, let's start this. And then like as soon as we started it, it was just like boom. And we were like, oh no.
I don't know
Oh
how we
no.
figured it out between that period when I was doing the back to back to back with Mermaid Chorus Line and
And now
Sister Act.
I've been back to back to back.
Now you're back to back to back. Yep. So we are just like we figuring it out on the fly. We're like, let's do it. Get her done.
Yeah. And we haven't killed each other yet.
No, I mean, hopefully not. Who knows? This might be a body double.
Oh, I can't.
All right. Well, this has been Nonic Nonsense. Thank you for joining us for this little special 20th episode. We'll be back on Mondays, on your dark days. Everyone break legs with your auditions because audition season's coming around. Um, yeah, I mean, I think that's all I really have to say. Come see Hello Dolly at the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center, April 4th through April 21st. It's going to be a very special one. Great cast, great costumes, great music, great choreography. So come and check it out.
And if you're in the valley in Arizona, come on down to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's the Arizona premiere. We're having a grand old time.
Fuck yeah. Let's go Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And everyone go show love to Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp's version of Willy Wonka. And if you say, I'm going to go watch the Timothy Chalamet one, please unfollow the pod. Thank you very
Don't
much.
say that. We do not have enough followers for that nonsense.
Oh, no. But anyways, everyone, have a great week. Stay happy. Stay healthy. No COVID.